All right, well, the Carolinas are marked with long summers and warm weather, but have you ever wondered what's going on with the sun? Well, Ben Dornbach joins us now to talk more about it, so explain this, Ben.
Yeah, we received a question, Cody, from a viewer about the upcoming solar minimum in activity, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to enlighten everyone on what that means. To all of us, the sun is just the same old big flaming yellow ball in the sky that never really changes, when actually it does. We don't often talk about things like solar flares and sunspots in our daily forecast, and that's simply because they don't have a day-to-day effect on our local weather. However, when it comes to climate and astronomy, there is some connection between the two. As a matter of fact, the sun fluctuates in the number of sunspots and solar flares it emits over time. And it's this 10 or so year cycle that matches up with certain weather trends. For instance, back in the 17th century, there was a decades-long solar minimum, which is believed by many to trigger what became known as the Little Ice Age in the 1700s. This was a very extreme case in which there was close to zero solar activity. In a typical solar cycle, solar maximums and minimums happen around every decade. Our last solar maximum happened around the year 2014, and scientists at NASA say that we'll likely reach a solar minimum by next year. That doesn't mean that the Earth is going to all of a sudden start cooling down. Instead, holes in the sun's magnetic field change form and as a result stay open longer. This allows more solar wind to escape and enter Earth's ionosphere. It's this clashing of the sun's and Earth's magnetic fields that causes electrifying displays of things like the northern lights. However, it can also be responsible, for interrupting GPS and communication systems. So while the upcoming solar minimum likely won't cause a direct impact on our weather, there's sure to be some impressive light shows with those auroras in the coming years in the right location, of course.